What is this life if full of care we have no time to stand and stare? No time to stand beneath the boughs and stare as long as sheep and cows. No time to see when woods we pass, where squirrels hide their nuts in grass. No time to see in broad daylight streams full of stars like skies at night. No time to turn at beauty's glance and watch her feet, how they can dance. No time to wait till her mouth can enrich that smile her eyes began. A poor life this, if full of care, we have no time to stand and stare. And so we come to the fifth and final introduction to Stop and Stare. I hope you found it as beneficial as I have. The need to stop and stare, getting our problems into proper perspective, coping with pressures of time, glimpsing God's presence in everyday life, and seeing Him above all in the wonder of nature. The importance of quiet contemplation, both for our personal well-being and for nourishing our relationship with God. We need quietness, more than we might think. But in our modern world it's becoming something of a luxury, so rarely encountered that some people find it disconcerting, even intimidating. Our lives are filled with noise, the roar of traffic and streets, the clatter of machinery at the factory, the buzz of computers, telephones and fax machines in the office, the blaring of radios, televisions and hi-fi systems at home. All of this and so much more adds up to a daily bombardment of sound. Not only can that wear us down, but more insidiously, it can prevent us from ever pausing to take stock, to commune with our own soul, and above all, to be still before God. It's noticeable that Jesus himself seems to have made regular time for quietness, drawing away from the crowds to spend time alone so that he could focus on his Father, away from the innumerable pressures and demands put upon him. Many of the great Christian mystics likewise recognize the importance of such times, spending hours, days, even weeks in silent and isolated contemplation. That may be neither practical nor appealing for most of us, but we need at least a little of such quietness if we are to grow truly close to God. It's not that he is removed from the daily life around us, far from it, but sometimes his presence is obscured by hustle and the bustle and the noise and the clamour. When the children are screaming, when there's a pile of washing up to do, when there's another meeting to attend, another deadline to meet, when there's a problem we can't see a solution to, or a fear that haunts us. Stepping back can seem a luxury we can ill afford. Yet the truth is, we cannot afford not to, for only then will we learn the secret of inner tranquility, the peace of God that passes all understanding. Amen.